The storm hit at 3:17 a.m. A courier in a dripping poncho shoved a waterproof tube into my hands. Inside, the master keycard to a $75 million glass and timber eco-lodge carved into the Big Sur cliffs, title stamped with my name. Grandma's 21st birthday detonation. I was still staring at the Pacific when the front gate buzzed. Mom glided through the mist, her new fiancé at her elbow. "We'll co-pilot," she purred, diamonds flashing like warning beacons. I said, "Solo voyage." She snapped, "Then swim." I didn't flinch. Grandma had already rigged the tide. People gawk at the lodge now, living roofs, cantilevered decks, my surname etched in reclaimed redwood. They never spot the rot that once fed on salt air. Lillian Crowe began with a driftwood shack on that same cliff at 21. Fishermen bet she'd sink. She built a kingdom of light and cedar. By the time I arrived, Crowe retreats were whispered like prayer. Mom, Vanessa, inherited the shimmer, not the spine. She chased drone shots, not load paths. Dad, Owen, was the ballast, soft-spoken, precise, balancing books while Vanessa balanced champagne flutes. I was 14 when the ballast cracked. I still taste the fog the night he left, duffel over shoulder, murmuring, "I can't breathe," in a postcard. The ocean swallowed his footsteps. Vanessa remarried before the divorce ink dried. Julian Hart, a disruptive futurist who smelled of cedar smoke and venture capital. She parked me at Grandma's Cliffside Airy, calling it focus. I called it oxygen. Grandma taught me wind loads and wound loads. Nights, she unfurled salt-stained survey maps, tracing coastlines with a sailor's squint. "Every beam keeps a secret," she'd say. "So do bloodlines." Mom's text shrank to emojis. Julian sees Maldives potential. I had finite element finals. Read. We were satellites in the same sky, never orbiting close. Then my 21st. Grandma slid the tube across a driftwood table. "Your compass," she said. I didn't see the reef ahead, until the gate buzzed mid-brunch. Steel cutouts, ocean roar, fragile calm. Buzz. I opened to brine and bergamot. Vanessa in ivory linen, Julian clutching a drone case like a bribe. 75 million. Let Julian optimize. Grandma's fork paused midair. The tide's already charted. They vanished with veiled ultimatums. Dawn found them in the great room, Vanessa scrolling Grandma's encrypted cloud, Julian murmuring synergistic stewardship into a burner phone. I brewed espresso, let the hiss scald. Grandma meditating? Vanessa's smile fractured. She'll resurface grateful. Grandma was surfacing ammunition. That afternoon she produced a carbon fiber case, wire transfers, backdated permits, phantom SPVs, let them beach themselves, she said. Then we dragged the hull. We lured them with a sunset summit. Table of kelp and fire. Grandma in storm-cloud cashmere, me palming a titanium drive. They arrived ravenous. Vanessa in coral silk, Julian loosening his collar like he'd already annexed the view. Vanessa struck first. A co-ed can't captain a fleet. Julian projected a deck, my signature glowing like bait. Grandma clicked the drive. Before you lecture on fleets, explain these reroutes from the Monterey Trust, Vanessa. Spreadsheets cascaded. Shell invoices. Julian's came in ghosts. Vanessa blanched. Buried ledgers. Grandma, I excavated. I slid the kill switch. Title vests solely in Isla Crowe, retroactive dawn. You're scrubbed from every charter. Vanessa lunged. Piracy. Grandma's laugh was low tide. You plundered first. Julian thumbed 911, signal dead. Grandma produced a slate envelope. Injunction. Marshals on the switchback. Boots on redwood. Vanessa's scream shredded into gull cries. I'm your daughter. Grandma, daughters don't scuttle the ship. They were cuffed against sunrise. Vanessa's liner bled like squid ink. Julian stared at kelp. I didn't gloat. I mourned, for the mother who once taught me to float. Dad arrived at noon, salt and pepper beard, wordless embrace for grandma, fist bump for me, respect, not rescue. Vanessa fled to some atoll rumor mill. Julian settled out of court, then out of sight. I defended my thesis, a living breakwater woven with kelp forests. We toasted on the lodge's sky deck, Milky Way spilling overhead. To breakwaters that hold, Grandma said. Legacy isn't glass. It's the moment you refuse to drown in your own gene pool. The lodge is mine, but the horizon is ours. If you've ever cut the anchor to save the ship, drop your coordinates below. The tide's listening.